Before we get started, a quick word from our sponsor, Community Financial's President CEO Tansley Stern podcast, Despite Impossible. Now on to the show. Studio Lounge interviews at Emerge, brought to you by Eltropy. Hey everybody, Mike Lawson here with CU Broadcast. Welcome back to our continued coverage of the 2025 Eltropy EMERGE conference here in beautiful San Francisco, California. And in the Studio Lounge, we have LAFCU's very own Umar Tahir. Umar, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing better now that you're here.
Well, that's awesome.
We get to talk about how you guys are working with Eltropy and how the conference is going. So, yeah.
Well, definitely. Super excited to talk to you about that.
Indeed. Yeah, me too. So, share with me any highlights from the conference so far. Anything stand out for you? Because there's been a lot of sessions on stage.
Yes, they have been. I actually, I really enjoyed the first session that Sandeep did yesterday. The first one where Mark on the stage, and they were talking about let's solve all the problems for your members, and that was a very inspiring session. One regret I had, but I think that's the reason I like that session so much. We didn't get the chance to ask any questions. Yeah. And I was like, okay, but that was a very good session.
Well, Sandeep, he's a great presenter. Very inspiring, a lot of fun. He's a great presenter. So anything else? Anything from today? Because today they had a lot of they had those 4 critiques on stage, giving their I guess success story, if you will. So those are cool.
Yeah, I don't know how we didn't make it to the cut over there. But
next time,
definitely. But for today, I think what I really enjoyed was the piece when Ashish asked Sahil to run the bot, the 2.0, and I was trying to break the bot, asking about the
break the bot,
Yeah. So I really liked it. That was a very interactive and a good session.
Yes, indeed. Was that Ali?
Ali,
Yes.
Yeah, Ali,
She had some issues with being sensitive.
Yes, sensitive. We were just joking about it, That
was really funny, but it's incredible technology, nonetheless.
Exactly.
Incredible. So, and it's just going to get better and better. All right, let's talk about how you guys at LAFCU are working with Eltropy.
Yeah, we signed up with Eltropy almost now 2.5 years ago, and we almost have the full suite, the whole package. With them, we initiated with just a bot on our website. Our bot name is Cole, by the way, C-O-L-E. Cole.
I love how everyone has a name for their bots.
But our bot has a significant reason to it.
Oh, sure.
So Ali Cole was probably one of. It's supposed to be historically is the first person who actually created money for LAFCU. That was the foundation of LAFCU, But later on we discovered that there were like 4 or 5 of them together, but Ali Cole is one of them. So we decided to use Cole
I make fun of it a little bit, but I love the meanings because a lot of these bots, when they're named, they have a really cool meaning behind it. So there's Ruth, and there's a whole bunch more. So go ahead.
So we have Cole on our website for almost 2 years now. We started off from the bot 1.0, which was like Excel sheet based, where we were putting in tents and answering it. But then I believe over like 4 months ago or so, we transitioned to 2.0. So large language bot, and it's been very successful. We see a lot of very good interactions from there. Plus, with Eltropy, what we did was we implemented text messaging platform for our contact center people and the other employees too. There's a good and bad to it. The good is this, that yes, it reduced the number of calls, which is good. But the bad is this, now it is becoming like a thing where we have to add more people to work on the text message. Yes, exactly. Because text messaging is much more easier in my opinion.
For sure.
You do it at your time, at your pace.
Sure. Yeah.
You could just send a message and be like, get back to it after like 2 hours.
Exactly.
And conversation is still there.
And you have time to think about what you want to say and that type of stuff, as opposed to kind of off the cuff type
phone,
stuff.
Yeah, so that has been really great. We have used the text platform for some marketing campaigns as well, for some new announcements that we're doing. So it has been a very good journey with Eltropy up till now.
Yeah, we've had a number of credits in here talking about the texting and the collections, how they use that in the collections department. Are you guys using that as well in the collections?
So we will be actually.
Okay.
There is a piece of an integration I don't want to share. There's a piece of an integration that I'm very grateful of Eltropy for doing that. Actually, that is something I can share. So they listen, they respond, they come back with solution, at least for me. So I hope I'm not setting up a lot of pressure on them, and because we built so many things together with Eltropy. So I think that's a good relationship, working relationship.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So we're waiting for the integration to happen. Once that is done, hopefully successfully by the end of June. We'll be using it very aggressively for collections as well.
Gotcha.
But yeah, they still use it, but not for the whole purpose of collection.
Right, gotcha. That's on the horizon. That's down
Yes,
the road
it is coming
for
down.
sure.
Yeah.
But can you tell me, like, just a really quick before, or like a before and after picture? Like, what was life like before Eltropy, and what's like now at the credit union? Obviously, leveraging the texting platform and so many other things probably made things a lot easier, a lot more efficient.
Yeah, they did. They did, and then actually we learned that our members, as many channels as we can offer them, we learned this. They're going to start using them as much as we want.
Yeah.
So that is a good learning that we have from that. Plus, what it did was actually, again, as I told you, like the text department was like people who were just working through the e-services was not as big, so we had to expand that. Now we have to expand that a little bit more. So I feel that, I know initially I said it was a trouble, but it's a good problem to have.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's a very good problem to have. So that is what we are learning. We actually went live with voice like a couple of months ago. Yes.
How's that going?
Well, so initially there was a little bit of issues. I'm not going to say issue in terms of technology.
Yeah.
I think it was just like the adoption of the members who realized, okay, we have to talk to a bot right now first. So there were a lot of challenges that we faced through that, but I think my team, like the whole team, not just the team that was working with me, but everybody else was very cooperative. Not just from LAFCU side. I think, again, I'm going to mention Eltropy team, because what we did was we assigned a couple of people from our organization and made them actually check on each and every intent. And we had a working sheet that we were constantly working and fixing it, even though within the implementation phase was done. So post working hours, all the changes that were done around like 11 p.m. we will do the implementation. So there was a very good back and forth, like 1 week of work. But now we're very successful. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the call volume is still not where we want it to be, but it's again very early ages.
But it sounds like you guys are setting the table for the future, because I think a lot of folks, consumers in general, are still getting used to the voice type of technology when they're contacting a contact center or something like that, when they're talking to a voice. Well, I think a lot of people are still getting used to that, but once they do, I think sky's the limit.
And I don't know why. So I'm just going to go on a grade over here to say this. Like I don't know why credit unions are so. I'm not going to say it's a strong word, intimidation, but like I'll just say it. Like I don't know why they are so intimidated with this technology. The reason why I say this, I just had an issue with postal services. And I had to make a phone call to their contact center. I had to make a phone call. It wasn't like I was trying to.
I gotta make a phone call.
I gotta make a phone call. And in that phone call, I just interacted with a bot.
Really?
I did. And 90% of my issue was resolved just through the bot.
That's amazing.
So if I'm working with the postal service with the bot, I don't think there's going to be any issue working with the financial institution. Like I know we talk about Amazon. Nobody knows what Amazon number is.
No.
And everything is resolved. Like you don't have to call. Everything is resolved on messaging with Amazon now.
For sure.
So,
I've been there, done that.
Yeah, we all do that, right? It's just like I think us as credit unions, I think we're just limiting ourselves at this point.
Yeah, I think again, people probably getting used to it, and so. But I totally agree with you. We need to be a bit more aggressive, adopting things like that to be able to compete, stay relevant, all that type of stuff. Because the big boys, they're using it. So,
but your member deserve this.
Of course they do.
So if you think about it this way, like if they're getting this type of service from postal service, Amazon or whatever, so they deserve the same type of service from their financial.
If not better, from your financial institution. Yeah, I mean that should be like priority one. I think.
That should be the benchmark of okay, where we can exceed from there is a challenge. Yeah.
Well said. Well said. All right, sir. Well, anything else you want to share with us before I let you go on to the rest of the conference?
No,
I'm doing the breakout sessions right now, but
thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, and it was a good conference, and I see you all maybe next year.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to see what the conversation is going to be like, because whenever we're talking AI, I always tell people it's going to be super interesting to hear what our conversations about AI are going to be 365 days from now. Could be completely different, from what we're talking about right now. So
I know.
It'll be exciting.
But in terms of AI, I had to design something. I was getting something customized done, and I was trying to explain it to the person how I want it to be built. And he's like, okay, I'm picturing it. Is it going to be like this? I'm like, okay, you know what? Hold on a second. I went to ChatGPT.
I knew you were going there.
And I went to one of their tools to design it. I gave the whole prompt of exactly what I was telling the designer to do it. I literally got 99% exactly
Pretty much what you wanted?
I said, here you go.
Wow.
Let's talk from here.
Yeah,
There's only one person left to figure out.
Well, that expedited that process super fast.
It was super
probably helped
quick.
the other person out too. So
Yeah, actually he asked me, how did you do it? So I was like, okay.
Well, there's this thing called ChatGPT. Have you heard of it?
Yeah. So yes, definitely. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my gosh, you're welcome, Omar. Yeah, you're welcome anytime. Keep up the good work there at LAFCU, and we'll see you in 1 year and see how we're doing.
Definitely.
Good job. Studio Lounge interviews at Emerge, brought to you by Eltropy. A quick word from our sponsor, Community Financial's present CEO, Tansley Stern's new podcast, Despite Impossible.